also the magnetic pin.
Just pressing play while it
the
talks.
and the South Pole and the intensities are pushing on each other, and we're also equally
Listen.
interested in the South Atlantic anomaly, this region here. And for more than one reason now, because we've also got this little piece here which is breaking off. So there's a lot going on, and we haven't even discussed what's going on. As a result of all this happening, the magnetosphere weakening, more cosmic rays coming in, changing the jet stream
Listen
behaviour,
to what he says
changing
about
the
the
seasons,
UK and crop
affecting
growth.
the crops. You know, did you see the news here in the UK? They put the crops in the ground earlier on in the year. They struggled with floods and droughts. They only managed to get 50% of the crops in, and out of the 50% they did get in, they only managed to get 50% of that crop out of the ground as a usable product. Guys, you can't keep business going like this. You know, taking 25% of your, annual crops out of the ground, and at the same time still try and pay for that New Holland combine harvester, which came in at a big chunky price of £1 million. You can't run businesses like this. It is going to put more farms out of business. It is going to slow down the global, production of food. And you know what? It wouldn't be surprising if there are plans in place. And it wouldn't be surprising if COVID-19 was one of those plans in place to start slowing things down, because
God, you're not doing my back any favours. Give me that one. Right, I'll have that one then. I'll have that one. That's it. Can I get the other toy?
And if
you still want to play whether I'm injured or not, don't you?
You want to start, controlling the
so crop shortages coming.
Then the best way to do that is by people cooking in
get your frigging claws out of me.
Clubs, and
right.
That's one way you'll slow the demand down for these.
Got to wrap round your leg, you daft ape.
Produces, but you know what? There's a lot going on in our world today.
I'm going to get another toy then.
Just
Give me it.
Rare anomaly that's taking place. Let's have a look at the video so we can see how fast things are changing.
She likes a bit of rope and throwing a bit of rope around.
What you're watching is a model of the magnetic North Pole on the first top.
Got to get a little workout with Roxy, don't you?
Hemisphere, and we've got the timestamp down there.
Right, that's it.
You can see
which toy are you going to try and stop me from getting now?
Over in Antarctica, the actual
I'll have that one. Shall I have that one?
The Arctic
that one?
You can see
no. Can I have that toy? Can I get that toy? No.
Migrated up towards Australia.
Are you going to let me get one of these toys then? Or are you guarding them all now? I'll have that. Yes. I'll have that toy then.
You can also see
I'll get it.
On the large disc at the bottom centre the intensity of Canada dropping off quite dramatically. When the video goes back to the beginning, you'll see it jump, and you'll see how much
give me that toy. Not this one then. Yeah, you weren't watching that one, was you? Get off it. God.
Also note the darkest
right, I'll have that one then. Get over there. Ha 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 ha. Right, that's it. Throw that one over there, and that one.
Is splitting into two.
Got it. Got it.
And time will tell.
It's like a big frigging rubber dildo, isn't it? Eh? Look at it, you little bitch. You're chasing it now, aren't you?
It is going to be, uncharted territory.
Scratches up my leg.
We can see it creeping up on the.
Look at it. Look at it.
And what we've got to remember is, and we will prove it when we get our muon detector into Brazil, that is going to be one of the lowest regions on our planet for protection. We know that where our magnetometer is in Perth already, that red region, which is
just done it again.
in the tones of around 60 microteslas in strength. That region is already proved.
I can't play with you anymore, Roxy, because you're leading with your claws.
What we have in the UK, and you can see, but we're here in the UK at the top centre of that disc.
It's pulling my back.
We are in the two main fields where
So they're going to sweat if I leave them out, aren't they?
Start seeing, in the next coming years, massive food price hikes.
Massive food price hikes, did I just hear?
Things are starting to get interesting now with the magnetic pole shift.
I'm not stretching my back at the moment, it's going to fucking hurt.
Okay, guys, it's Sunday. Have an amazing day. You look after your loved ones, and as always, I'll catch up with you again probably tomorrow with the data from Arizona. Till then, as always, bye for now.
Right, hang on a minute. What was that about food prices?
Generations being passed down to you, and you're starting to now gamble because you've got no choice with whether you're going to put the crops in now or leave it a little bit. Take a risk on putting crops in that you know are going to do really well, and just hope for the best. When you become a gambler, the risks are increased massively, and as a result, we are seeing people take their own lives because they're losing everything. And one thing that is ticking away slowly in the background is the arable cropping land, which is going offline by the day. And it will catch up with all of us. We're already going to start seeing, in the next coming years, massive food price hikes.
Right.
It's all here. It's all starting to happen, guys. And things are starting to get interested now with the magnetic pole shift. And, I think now is a good time if ever you've thought about trying to support us. Now's the time, guys, to start.
So you want to get your crops in the ground a bit sharpish this year then? Winter crops as well.
To date. The only way we can keep it.
Interesting. And of course, what have the government said? Fuck all. Because they want you to be scared about COVID. Let's have a look at what bullshit they got on here today. We will see real problems with COVID-19 this winter. Children are more at risk of long-term harm if schools stay shut. Hang on a minute. We will see real problems with COVID-19 this winter. Children are at more risk of long-term harm if schools stay shut. Now tell me how that makes sense with that. How does that headline make sense with that? Are the children to be sacrificed, are they? Are they going to be the virus spreaders? Australia gets snow. Oh, Rule Britannia's now racist, is it? Oh well, it's only for rich people anyway. It's only the rich people that go to those proms. 2 suspected double murders could be work as serial killer. Now, let's record time. We've got 7 minutes. Now, Russia demonising again. If you don't kill, you will be killed. Remembering the fight against Japan in World War II. So they're promoting if you don't kill, you will be killed. Join the army. Blah, blah, blah. Boris, Boris, Boris. We will fight you on the beaches. You know what I mean? He's a fake. He's a fraud. One police force received 90 calls about mass gatherings in one night. 90 people complaining about other people enjoying themselves after the lockdown. Violent crashes between left and right. Of course it is. Woman charged under Terrorism Act in new IRA investigation. Oh, they're clamping down on the Irish as well now then. That's the Crown's police force for you, though. Security lockdown it is then. Oh, organisers of illegal raves and parties, unlicensed and untaxed parties, face a £10,000 fine under new crackdown. Do you see what it is now? Worst UK wheat harvest in 40 years prompts flour price hike fears. Your most basic ingredient, flour for making bread, pancakes, whatever else you use it for, has just had its worst harvest in 40 years. Exactly what that man said on the video just now, wasn't it? Okay. Right, let's have a look at this one, because this one's always worth a laugh. They play media games now. I've caught them several times doing it. Peterborough Today, local media. Because everything during this coronavirus thing all has to be, if it speaks about coronavirus, it has to be sanctioned by a government minister before it's released. That's what's been going on in this country. So let's see what they're doing here. What games are they going to play today? Bit hyper at the moment, but so to find all of that, right? So lack of vision. New ratings, people are well geared up for e-bikes and scooters, right? Okay. Oh, right, here we go. Is opinion letter. Let's have a laugh at this one. This will be fun because they're having a clampdown on smoking and drinking in the city at the moment, throwing dispersal orders about like nothing. How did it go? Paranoia. I wish to state that this government has deliberately brought about paranoia and illogical thinking in respect to the coronavirus problem. Yeah, right. Don't need to be looking at that. It's truthful, but Peterborough City Council is skint on the verge of bankruptcy, begging for government help over the coronavirus expenditure. Wants to waste £25 million on a fucking bridge when there's a bridge the other side of them trees. But this bridge goes from the theatre to the new council offices. So they're literally making their own, aren't they? It's all about them. Civic society. Just letting you look for yourself. It's easier, isn't it? You know all about this, don't you? Because I showed it yesterday, where the most positive cases of coronavirus have been recorded. And that, where there's spikes in the coronavirus, according to the government and local council figures, those areas are having dispersal orders placed on them for drug taking and smoke and drinking in public parks and stuff like that. So scapegoats are smokers and drinkers now, because they're not in licensed premises, social distancing, like doing as they're supposed to be told. So you can see what's clearly going on in the UK and how it's sort of panning out. That's enough media bullshit for today. Hope you've enjoyed it. This is what we have to put up with in the UK. While I was pointing